the famous Schwalbe Thunder Burt tire. And the reason I say famous is if you can find them in a 29 by 2.1 version anywhere right now, well, you're one lucky person. The Schwalbe Thunder Burt tire is rated to be one of the fastest rolling cross-country mountain bike tire that you can fit on your gravel bike. According to Bicycle Rolling Resistance, depending on the version you're riding, it would be using between 15 point something to 19 watts. So that's a very, very efficient rolling tire. That efficiency comes from the tread design and the rubber compound. First of all, tread design is small knobs in the middle, which rolls very fast, and on the sides you have bigger knobs, which grip exceptionally well on dry and some more damp conditions. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised by the grip level of these tires. I've been cornering very fast on my gravel bike while I was testing these tires, and it became somewhat of a joke on my training rides and also some Zone 2 rides with one of my friends. He's way stronger than me, he has way better bike handling skills than I do, but every time we were coming to a sharp corner, he would simply just wave me around him and I'd go by because I wouldn't brake. I'd just have a lot of grip and go in that corner and pass him like pretty much all the time. So that's one of the major positive out of this tire. It's fast rolling and it offers a lot of grip through tread design. It is a very supple and comfortable tire to roll. I was using a 23 psi pressure at the front and 25 psi pressure at the back. And how did I find that tire pressure? Well, I was using the Silca tire pressure calculator, and I'm using a total weight of 240 pounds when it comes to inputting weight on that calculator. I'm 215 pounds, the bike is about 17-18 pounds, then I have my camera gear, my water, my food, and all that stuff, so I rounded it out to about 240 pounds. And one very important detail is that these tires measure 54 millimeter wide on my wheels. And I'm using wheels that are 36 millimeter external, 30 millimeter internal, and 45 millimeter deep. That tire really is a lot more square now, and it actually uses the whole tread. That might be why I have so much confidence and loads of grip. I remember on my first ride when I was shooting for my first impression video, I was like 6-7 kilometers into my ride and I could already feel how much speed this tire allowed me to carry, to keep up, and actually how I was using less power to keep a certain speed. One aspect that is important to me is that these tires mounted tubelessly very easily. And why do I say it's important? It's because I always ride all my tires tubeless. I've been riding tubeless for over 6 years on mountain bikes, and I do not understand the need for a tube. For me, a tube is an awkward experience, bad memories when I was a kid, always getting punctures left and right. Well, I have none of those experience when I'm riding tubelessly. And speaking of punctures, that is one thing that was in the back of my mind, because when you read all the comments online, you see that a lot of people had issues with punctures. They're saying that these tires are prone to punctures because they're more fragile and they are a very supple and light casing tire. Well, I'm happy to report that during my over 600 kilometers of riding on this tire on pavement category 1, category 2, I did not have any punctures while reviewing these tires. I know 600 kilometers is not the biggest rides, but for me, that's what I was able to manage during the 2 weeks that I'm testing each tire set this season. What I love about riding a mountain bike tire on a gravel bike is the stability, the grip, and how that tire absorbs a lot of the vibration, which makes your ride more comfortable, but also your bike a lot more stable when you go through rougher terrain like category 3 gravel, and that inspires a lot of confidence when you're riding. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's a mountain bike tire and I'm a mountain biker at heart, although my mountain bikes have way more aggressive tires on them. But as soon as I have somewhat of a bigger tire on my gravel bikes, I have a lot more confidence. And for me, that confidence comes with speed, peace of mind, better handling, a lot more comfortable rides. So those are all aspects that I really care about. What surprised me a lot is when I put these tires on my scale, they came out to 548 grams. So it's not the heaviest tire out there and it's not the lightest, but it's somewhat in the middle. And some people say that these tires don't climb well because of their weight, but I did not experience that. I find they ride very well on pavement, category 1, category 2 gravel, and the lighter category 3. Clearance-wise, the problematic area on the Trek Checkpoint Gen3 is at the bridge between the seat stays. They have a bridge there to be able to mount different racks, and if that bridge would be like 2-3 millimeters higher, it would be amazing. But with the Schwalbe Thunder Burts 2.1, that is not an issue. There's plenty of clearance even for muddy days and all that stuff. Yes, if you're running through peanut butter and that it's accumulating on your bike, yeah, you will run out of clearance, that's for sure, but that you would do with pretty much any tire. So I want to touch up on one little idea here, is that I'm seeing that there's two camps of people when we're talking about gravel tires. You have people that run 40 to 45 millimeter width tires and they think they are the best of the world. And then you have the second school of thought, which is more like, I don't care about the pavement performance, I only care about the gravel riding aspect. And those people will go towards bigger tires and even cross-country mountain bike tires. I would call him the Dylan Johnson fan, because Dylan Johnson is one of the racers that's been pushing and talking about cross-country mountain bike tires a lot. I personally am more on the bigger side of the tires because I run lower pressures, and for me, that's more comfortable. Comfort for me is one of the most important factors when it comes to my gravel bike, and it's something that the Trek Checkpoint Gen3 actually brings a lot to the table. It's a very comfortable bike, but using bigger tire makes it even more comfortable. So when I go out for 3, 4, or 5 hour plus rides, well, I get off the bike, and yes, there is somewhat of a pain when it comes to riding those longer hours. That's normal, especially at my age, because I'm 44, so my body has a lot of aches and pains, but these tires make it a lot more comfortable. Another cons about these tires that probably everybody can relate to is that they are sold out pretty much everywhere in the 29 by 2.1 version. Like I've said in my introduction, if you can find them and you want to test them out, jump on them, buy them, have fun with them. I hope you have as much of a great riding experience as I did on these tires. When I say that these tires are fast rolling, it's not only by experience and feel, it's also through my Strava. It's pretty surprising when you're riding that size of a mountain bike tire on your gravel bike, and after your ride you look on your Strava and you have PR, 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 oh, little trophy here, PR, PR, PR. Another thing I noticed when I was coming out of corners is with the amount of grips that I have in my corner is I'm carrying a lot more speed. And not only that, when I decide to put some power down on the pedals to try to gain more speed because there's a straight line, I feel my bike accelerates a lot quicker. I'm not kidding, it's not a joke, I'm not trying to sell you tires, but this tire is really fast rolling. So if you go out there and you purchase this tire, let me know what you think about it. I think you will be shocked and surprised how fast it runs. But for what I feel most people run on their gravel bikes, which is pavement, category 1, category 2 gravel, this tire is amazing. So that's it for my review of the Schwalbe Thunder Burt 29 by 2.1 tire. I hope this video helped you out getting more information and helping you decide if you should purchase or not this tire. I hope you go out there, ride fast, ride hard, ride longer, enjoy your rides with your friends, and enjoy the thrill of your rides.